My name is Hoang about Pham. Today we're gonna talk about play in early years. First, we're gonna acknowledge the country. We're gonna talk about what is play. So, play is a natural and essential part of early childhood, and it helps children grow mentally, emotionally, socially, and physically. So, when the children play, they're not just playing; they building the language, learning how to manage their emotions. They solve the problems while they're playing. They gain confidence. They communicate. They talk with their friends. So, but those things happen without they even realizing it. And the children learn best when they are happy and they feel engaged and genuinely interested in what they are doing. And when they feel connected and they feel excited, the learning become deeper and more meaningful to them. So play can be child-led or generally guided by educators that will allow children to explore freely while still being supported in their learning. And also children can stay control and speak out their voices. So next we're gonna talk about play-based learning. Play-based learning combines play with intentional teaching. Those gonna support children academic and social development. So in simple terms, it means we use play as a way children learn. So children learn best when everyone, it's especially with children learn best when they actively exploring, asking questions, and making sense of the world through real experiences. So this approach supports cognitive, physical, social, and emotional growth, all at the same time. So during one play experience, a child might be thinking, they can communicate with your friend, they will managing their emotion, they will negotiate. So both combine together. As the educator, so we don't just let children play. We we should observe closely. We can ask them some thoughtful questions and also extend their thinking. So while giving them choice and voices, we still respect their choices and voices. So our role is to guide and just not to control. Next, we're going to talk about theoretical perspectives of play. So, according to Piaget views, play as essential for cognitive development. So, believing children learn best when they actively explore and construct their own understanding. So, their own understanding is very important. Vygotsky is also focused on the social side of play. He believed that children develop deeper thinking skills when they interact with others and receive guided support. So these ideas remind us that children are not naturally curious and capable. They are not just empty vessels waiting to be filled with information. So when we truly understand these perspectives, it's become clear that play is not a distraction from learning. It's a foundation of meaningful learning. So through play, children can try to think outside the box, to feel free to make mistakes, and to talk with each other and slowly build confidence and gradually build confidence in their own abilities. So next we're going to talk about types of play. Talking about cognitive dimension, we have practice play, symbolic play, constructive play, and play with rule. So with practice play, so that is involves repetition, such as dropping, stacking, or repeating those movements. Those help children to explore how things work and how they can understand the word, everything. And so symbolic play, so that's just pretend play. For example, when children use objects or actions to represent something else. Next, we come to constructive play. Constructive play is like when children gather and combine materials to create something with a goal in their mind. So, for example, they build a tower with some sort of material. And for the next one is play with rules. So play with rules just includes games like board games or sports where children can follow the rules that's introduced by them or by educators. Next, we're gonna move to social dimension point of view. Solitary play is when a child play independently, even if others are nearby. They just focus playing by themselves with the materials in front of them. Parallel plays is when children play next to each other without directly interacting. Associative play involves sharing and interacting but without a shared goal. Cooperative play is when children organize themselves around a shared table, like pretending to run a restaurant together. So as children move through these stages, their social confidence and collaboration skill gradually grow stronger. Next, we're gonna learn why play is crucial. So play develops cognitive skills such as planning, problem solving, and creativity based on some research. From my perspective, I often see children testing ideas and adjust their thinking during play without even realizing they are learning. This is most important. So they so into play, but while they're playing, they're still learning a lot. Then they try something, it doesn't work, and they try again. So they learn from failure. That's just also crucial. And play-based learning also strengthens social emotional language development through interaction and communication, according to some study. In my view, play creates a safe space where children feel confident to express themselves, manage emotion, and connect with others. So some of my implementation, I used to organize one activities which is called toilet tower challenge. So children work together to build a toilet tower, use recycled toilet roll tube, cup, or paper. So they build and they test the balance of the structures. So with a lot of group, the tower falls, and they feel a bit upset and they rebuild that. And when they rebuild that, they understand that they can use different structure, different strategy to build a tower. I also include munch and moose game in my experience or activities, such as jumping with the ball between children's legs, or they do animal runs or chasing tails. So those games, just for example, running, jumping with the ball between their legs, they gonna hold the ball between their legs, so their feet gonna be together, so they're gonna swing their arm to jump. Since that's is correct technique to jump, but by placing the ball like the egg, so they having fun. That activity engaged them, so that's really work. So in both activity, my role is just to observe, to guide, and to give them compliment, to encourage them. So I want children to feel their ownership over the learning. Just for me, when children engage, confident and joyful, that's when meaningful learning truly happens. So thank you for listening.